Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for Snowfall, Season 6, Episode 9, Sacrifice. So let's just jump into it. I will talk to you guys about my feelings in the end. Anyway, so Louie's packing up and she gets a page from Franklin. She calls him back and he tells her that she's about to be raided. You need to run. The DEA, they know everything, and the SWAT team, everybody is closing in on the house. They're pulling up already on the property, all of that. And so she has to do exactly that, take off running. Franklin and Gustavo, they still have Teddy Reed tied up, Teddy and Hans. Teddy trying to scare Franklin. He thinks he's intimidating. He thinks he has the upper hand in saying all of these things, and Franklin is not moved. He like, the CIA gonna cut you off anyway, so like, why you even? I'm not worried. You need to be worried. I'm not worried. He tells him that they're gonna wait until the banks are open in the morning, and then you're gonna make the call, and then you're gonna die. That's simple. Teddy Reed still trying to talk his way out of it. Telling him to be sensible. And Franklin says, we're somewhere else now. Sensible? Child, please. You stole my 73 mil. I was sensible when I tried to get my money back the first time, and you was still talking those things. And we're somewhere else now. We're somewhere else. He puts the sack back on his head, and that's that. He also has Hans tied up, with the sack on his head. And before, he deals with him, girlfriend calls. She wants to know how things are. He tells her, I'll let you know. Things, the plan is planning. The plan is going as planned. And I'll talk to you about, the details of everything in the morning. And, Sissy and Leon, they show up, and Franklin leaves. I guess he said he got some business to take care of. Louie, she been in the alley all night waiting on Cokehead Bo. He gets there to pick her up, and she mad at Franklin all over again, talking about that snitch bitch. Why he the snitch? Did he tell the DEA? I don't remember him doing that. I don't know, but he gave you a tip. He gave you the heads up to get up out of there. So, I mean, be happy about that. She calling him a snitch bitch. Anyway, they driving and whatever, and she says that she has some money stashed away, about $500,000, and it's at one of their properties, one of their houses. And Bo is like, well, I want half. And she, of course, is reluctant at first, but she's like, if you get me out of town, I'll give you half. Okay, fine. Sissy, she goes in there and talks to Hans, and he tells her that the KGB, they have some tapes of Franklin, admitting to all of this stuff. And if Hans doesn't return, they're gonna be, giving it to the press. And he tells her that he can help her get answers from Teddy, and he can help her, stop all of this madness, get her family out of this nightmare. But he needs her to hand over Teddy. Go on and hand him over. Sissy and Leon, they talk about Hans's request, and if she does it, she's just like, I'm gonna lose my son if I do what he's asking me. But I mean, it's on the table. It's on the table. She goes in there and sits with Teddy Reed, and she asks him, what he did to Alton, and he gonna say, I got the funds, so I'm planning on dying today. I asked you what happened to my husband. That's what I asked you. I need you to tell me. I need you to tell me what happened with that. You talking about you got the like trying to do a power move. He get on my nerves. I really can't stand Teddy. His character is very insufferable, and the actor is doing a great job, because when I can't stand your character, listen, superb acting, believable, believable, very believable. Sissy says that I could just turn you over to the KGB, and he's like, well, you won't get anything then. And she's just flabbergasted at his nonchalant behavior. She's just looking at him like, you really don't care. care about the repercussions of all of this, like, at all? Do you care? You've like ruined lives, you know. Do you like you've caused a lot of damage around here in my community. Do you even care? He don't care, girl. She said, because, you know, she starts to remind him of the fact that he's just funneling in his cocaine and the guns and all of that. And then he gonna have the nerve to say, well, am I rocking it up? If people buy drugs and get hooked on crack and cocaine, that's not my problem. But if it wasn't in their community, then how could they have it? Do you see how you're at the root of it? He still don't see. Because he don't care. You know, he don't care. He just, she just looks at him in disgust, you know, and leaves him there. She gets up, she throws the bag at him and then tells Leon to put it back on his face. Anyway, before she can put it over his face, he tells her that Alton is alive. And, you know, of course, she's doubling back now. And he tells her that he's in a Puerto Rican jail. And he's like, I can get you to see him and all of that. And she almost, that's when she almost buys it. That's when she throws the sack back in his face. Cause don't lie in my face. Don't play with me. And cause he playing, lying, saying whatever he need to say. Franklin and Gustavo, they have chartered the jet as Franklin promised. And so Gustavo is finally free. I think that's the last we're gonna see of Gustavo. Gustavo walks off into the night. I'm out of here. I'm free. Thank you very much. Bye. You know, see you later. And Franklin just look at him also. That was the homie. They had a really tight bond. They really did. Anyway, Bo is taking Louie to her house. He pulled over to pee and use. I'm like, ooh, that's a crackhead. He couldn't even get to the destination. Got to pull over and get behind a tree so he could smoke some crack. Sir. Anyway, while he doing that, Leon, she fumbling through, she rummaging through his car, and then she get out and she got his gun drawn on him. Let me see your pager. Let me see your pager. And so he like, I don't know what you think you're gonna find. She looked back through it. Just as I suspected. He did page you. What was you doing? Smoking crack? That's exactly what he was doing. And then she make him get on his knees. And of course he's, you know, like, you gonna shoot me? I don't want to, but I will. I will shoot you dead right here. Get down on your knees. Put your hands over your head. And she's like, give me the keys to your car. And he's like, there ain't no house or no money, is it? She steals the gun and the car. Bye. I don't know if that's the end of Louis' story or what, but Auntie gone. She done rolled out. She done rolled out into the sunset. Well, the sun was set, but she rolled out. Anyway, back at the warehouse, Franklin has returned. Teddy Reed, can I have some water? No, can't have no damn water. Franklin give him a little sip. A sip. It wasn't even nothing to, you know, quench his thirst. But anyway, he's like, I want the account numbers. You know, Teddy Reed is like, how did Gustavo, what did Gustavo get in return for turning me over to you? And Teddy Reed thinks, you know, he got it figured all out. He gonna run it all out. He say, you know, if he's gonna leave, then I'm gonna go after him. Like he trying to run. He just trying to act like he's talking to himself. It's very, you know, weird. Teddy thinks he is so intimidating. And it's like, nothing about you scares anybody. You're not scary. You're not the big bad wolf or nothing like that. You weak. And it's all over you. It's all over you. Anyway, Franklin pours the rest of the water on the floor. And he's like, quit stalling, trying to do all that hemming and hawing and talking about this and that. He's like, he reminds them of how they met and how he basically tased him. First you T-boned me, tased me, and then tied me up. You forced me into working with you, you know? But he's like, you didn't care about nobody's bottom line but your own. You manipulated me, all of that. Franklin was reading. And he's like, and just like you manipulated me, you're manipulating my mama, telling her that Alton is alive, damn well. Damn well you killed him. Teddy says that it's not a lie. No, don't play with me. It don't even matter. Because dead or alive, he don't give a damn about Alton. Where is the 73 mil? What's the account numbers? He got the gun out now, And Teddy Reed, he talking about he don't remember. So now Franklin empties all the bullets out. We're going to play Russian roulette. And so first Teddy Reed again, still trying to call his bluff. Are those blanks? Oh, do you think they're blanks? So Franklin shoots the ceiling. Now Teddy Reed his ruffled his feathers a little bit. He's a little scared. And we restart the game again. So yes, real bullets. Let's go. They end up playing, they end up, going over and over again. He does end up pulling that trigger over and over again. And it was empty. He's lucky. He really, is on thin ice and playing playing a wild game. Like, just give it to him, Teddy. Damn. You ain't playing. He over with every click. He was, Franklin, you don't want to do this. And Franklin is click, 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 click. And then until finally are those blanks, pow. So don't play around. Give us the account numbers. Sissy comes in there. That's enough. Franklin is like, nah, we should stay on him. I think we should stay on him. He's about to crack. And Sissy's like, well, maybe we should hand him over to the KGB. Let's just get the tapes and leave the country. She's just trying to save her son. She doesn't like, what they're becoming, the money. Like, he is just really, this is all about the money. And it's really driving Franklin to do some crazy things. She don't see her son in this person that she's looking at. She says that, oh, and Leon steps in, trying to stop him as well, because you don't want to be a killer. Like, that's not the road you're trying to go down. And I'm like, why y'all talking to Franklin like he ain't never killed nobody? Franklin killed that girl, daddy. Franklin has killed before. And so this is not his first rodeo, but I guess maybe they mean like you starting going into torture and all of that. Maybe that's what they're saying. Maybe you going dark. But I'm like, he done already went dark. But okay. This is where y'all gonna draw the line. Franklin don't want to hear that anyway. He said, I'm gonna get my money. Everybody breaks. Franklin, he goes, home, and he's at the house. He sleep, and when his girlfriend walks in, he wake up pulling a gun on her. She ain't had a good day. She says that they have bounced their first mortgage check over there at their property, on the river, or whatever it was. Or no, she said downtown. Excuse me. She says that they need their money now. They're gonna need their money now. So she pulls out this bottle of corn oil. I said, what's she finna do with that? She wants to go at it. Let me in there to go talk to Teddy Reed. She introduces herself. Hi, Teddy. I'm Veronique. She tells him a story about her mom and how her mom doesn't cook. My mama never cooked, and she didn't cook because one time, first she says, have you ever been, burned by, have you ever seen what happens to human skin when it's burned by grease? And, her mother has. Her mother saw an incident in the kitchen when she was a child. Someone was severely burned by grease, by corn oil. And mama was traumatized, so she never went back up in that kitchen to cook anything. And so she leaves him with that to think about, leave that grease cooking on the stove. So it would behoove you to just give him the account numbers, because we would hate to have to see this. Franklin, because Franklin back there, heating up the grease. And Teddy Reed still being dumb, still trying to call his bluff, all of that. He says, like, I can't give you the money. Like, I made promises. Don't nobody give a damn about them promises you made to Miss Lady. Don't nobody care about that, Teddy Reed. You making promises with somebody else's coin. Get out of here. Franklin gives him one more chance, and he doesn't say anything. And so Franklin opens up his shirt and prepares and proceeds to pour the hot grease on his chest. Teddy Reed begging and all of that. No, fuck you. F all that. Miss Lady, she over at the warehouse with the handler. And the warehouse is completely like disheveled. Like somebody done ran through there. But anyway, he looking for Teddy Reed too. And she tells him about her last encounter with him. And they got engaged, whatever, girl, whatever. She asking, is he okay? No, he's not. He's not okay. After Franklin is satisfied with all this burning, Teddy tells him that he's the monster. You're a monster. Oh, he the monster. You won't talk, and so you made me do this. Listen, I had to show you I'm not playing. I'm not playing with you. Teddy says it's not about him, or the money. It's not about him, and it's not about the money. It's about protecting this country. He always starts with he got to go into that patriotic bullshit as well. Like, we're supposed to believe that you're about to take this money and run. You don't care about being patriotic either. So don't use that right now. Don't use that as your scapegoat. Still just trying to buy time. Franklin don't want to hear it. He asks him again. He's like, why? Why did you steal from me? And then Teddy Reed, he done flipped it. Now we looking at Mr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Mr. Hyde is here now. He says to him, because it's my cocaine, my money, my operation. This was my shit. I thought that the money would be better off used to make this country better. That's what I'm going to do with my money. I'll let you, flaunt all of this and feel like all of this was yours. This was mine to begin with. I'm like, the disrespect, okay? F you and the motives and what you thought you had going on. F all of that. Franklin gets tired of the disrespect. He says, I thought we were friends. I really thought that we had, formed some type of bond, but no. This is all about you, Teddy. This is all about you. Why you ain't leave me at least $5 million? Why you ain't leave me at least a little something? At least then I would have felt like you valued me. But you left me skint. Pitiless, okay? Teddy comes in. I thought it was funny. And I have to mention it. Because I wrote it down. Franklin said to him, in your story, the men that look like you are the heroes, but not this time, nigga. You gonna die in here today. Teddy, he comes clean, he's just like, I wanted to hurt you. I wanted to hurt you so bad because you left me. I guess, he was supposed to be under your tutelage? He wasn't supposed to use what you was giving him and flourish? He wasn't supposed to do that? He was supposed to always be underneath you. Child, please. Anyway, now he's singing a different tune. He's like, what if we just split it? We can split it. That's, I think he said it was about $35K. Franklin is like, okay, but I'm not letting you go until I get my money. And it was like, just that fast, Franklin just completely let his guard down and was dumb. You really believe he was going to give it to you? I don't believe he was going to give it to him. I don't think he ever had any intentions on giving Franklin half, a piece of it, a percentage, none of it. I don't think he had those intentions at all. He says that the account numbers are in his wallet, so Franklin goes in his wallet and they do something. We got to do a science experiment so that the numbers will show up on the back of the card. And they get it, and it I guess he was telling the truth. Anyway, Leon and Franklin, they called Teddy's handler. And we got to get him on board. Sissy, she can't believe, that he could be so stupid. Like, because this is what I'm saying. You really believe that he gonna just let you walk out of here? This is just gonna be over. You really believe that? She's like, you'll never be safe. My baby will never be safe. Veronique tried to chime in. You shut up. You just shut up. I'm talking to my son. This is dumb. This is dumb. And she's like, you know what? I'm not, y'all not, my baby, my grandbaby, Leon, not going nowhere near it. I will go with you to make sure that they don't shoot you on sight. And so that's that. And she's like, and after this, I'll never see you again. Can you live with that? And he gonna say yes. You chose the money over your mama? I couldn't believe it. Because he's been met with this before. This crossroads with his mom and never seeing her again. And he let her get on the plane then too. He don't care. He don't care. It's the money. It's the money. All he wants is the money. They go to do the handoff. And Sissy is driving. And Teddy Reed and Franklin sitting back there in the back seat. They get there and they meet up with the handler. He's waiting, He's looking for Hans, He's like, we don't trust you. And so once I get what I get, then I'll hand over the KGB spy. Teddy goes and makes the call at the phone call. I mean at the phone booth. And while he's on hold, Sissy, she walks up behind him and she's like, What prison is he at in Puerto Rico? And he gonna look over at her all smug again. Talking about I was lying. I shot him in the back 3 times and dumped his body in the river. Like, stop bothering me. I'm on the phone. She turned around like, I gotta kill his ass. Turns around. Teddy saying, okay, the password is... Sissy turn around. Bop, bop, bop. Drop his ass right there in broad daylight. I was like, thank you, Sissy. Yes, 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 yes. Sometimes you just got to show me when they fuck around. He found out. He found out. He found out. Ain't nobody playing with you. You thought I was playing this whole time. I've been told y'all I wanted his ass dead. And since nobody wanted to make it happen for me, Sis did it herself. Sorry, Franklin. I'm so sorry. Franklin went into a complete tizzy. And when I say excellent acting, Damson, excellent. He was out there like a crackhead. What's the password? No. What's the password, Teddy? Teddy, just tell me the password. Teddy, say the password. It's like he dead, Franklin. He's no longer with us. He's no longer with us. I'm so sorry. Mama, we gotta go. Mama like, goodbye, Franklin. The police, run up, arrest her. You went out with a bang and you went out for a great cause. You sacrificed yourself to protect your son because they were not going to let Franklin walk away from there. He was not giving him no password. More like a whistle, a whistle blow. Like he wasn't, no. You believed him? He believed him because he was that desperate to get his money back, just not even thinking smart. As soon as that man said, okay, I'll give you half. He's like, oh, well, just drop all common sense. Just drop all common sense and start giving Teddy the upper hand again. He was right where he wanted you. And Mama stepped in and saved the day. You mad now. You might be mad now, but you're going to be thanking her later. She saved your life. She saved your life. And I'm so glad to be rid of Teddy Reed because I was so ready. I've been ready seasons ago. Honestly. I ain't never liked Teddy Reed. I ain't never liked his character. Never. So I'm sorry for those Snowfall fans that feel like she fucked up the thing, but bye Teddy Reed. Anyway, until next time. I said I have thoughts reserved for the end. I'm really disappointed that this show is coming to an end. It's been a nice journey. It's been a nice long road. This will probably be one of those shows I watch more than once, like one of those series, I should say. I have those. They're like comfort shows where you always go back to them. This is one of those. This is one of those I'll revisit. I really like it. I'm gonna start back from season 1. But yeah, next week will be the the series finale. Why does it have to be over? We could at least go to season 10. You know, shows just don't last long like they used to. I don't understand why these shows that have these cult-like following, you know, would cut it short the way that they do. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. The people want at least 10 seasons. If Dick Wolf can give us 23 seasons of Law and Order SVU, then you people can get to writing. And most of the Dick Wolf stuff, maybe that's why. He pulls from current events. And so in the world we're living in is plenty content. Plenty content. So he got the advantage on that. You know, we creating original stories here. And so maybe the people say we just don't want to do it anymore without John Singleton. And so it's no longer gonna be a show. Hopefully, maybe it can be one of them series that gets syndicated. You know, we can just keep on watching it. You know, because we still watching New York Undercover today. Still watching it. Anyway, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.